Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the Baltimore Orioles at Memorial Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is Dave Rozema, whose record is 6-3 with a 2.43 ERA. And pitching for the Orioles is Randy Jones, whose record is 6-4 with a 4.52 ERA. Okay, so we lost the first game of this three-game series, the last game of May. We lost 7-1, and that was Jack Morris's start. And when Morris loses, that puts the rest of the pressure on our starting rotation. We have Dave Rozema on the mound today, going against a left-hander. Randy Jones, that is problematic. Lefties have fared pretty well against our team. So we have that going against us today. We're half game back as we start the month of June. Also, if you haven't had a chance to watch, yesterday's video was a standings and league leaders summary. And what I did that was different is that I actually have all the statistics from our first year of simulation, 1980, all the way through the last day of May. So it's essentially an accumulation of all the stats so far. So you can see who the leaders are since we've started this sim for the American League and the National League. I thought it was kind of fun and a little different to mix it up. Let's go ahead and get started with today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe. We did make a trade yesterday, a minor league deal, and we'll show you that after the game. Dave Rozema on the mound. Patterson sucked it up, pitched 2+ innings yesterday in relief of Jack Morris, whose ERA ballooned up to almost 3. Otherwise, all of our bullpen is available with the exception of Dave Patterson. And then we have Randy Jones pitching for the Orioles. As I mentioned, he's a left-hander. So we have our lineup in there versus lefties, which is mostly right-handers. We have Glenn Wilson in there in right field today. We're going to give Andre Dawson a start in center field. Usually we sit him versus lefties, but we're going to play him, and John Mayberry is at first. So those are the differences for today. Okay, let's go ahead and officially do the lineup rundown. As you take a look at the stats so far this season for the batters. Batting leadoff and playing second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. Batting second in left field is Rickey Henderson. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup and catching today is Lance Parrish. Batting fifth in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting sixth in center field is Andre Dawson. Batting seventh at first base is John Mayberry. Batting eighth at shortstop is Alan Trammell. And finally, batting ninth and DHing today is Kirk Gibson. Take a look at Randy Jones real quick here, making his 13th start this season. 6-4 at 4.52 ERA, 37 Ks and 81 innings pitched. Not a strikeout pitcher. We've showed this before when he won the Cy Young Award in 1976. He pitched 315 innings. Which is just insane. He had 93 strikeouts with those 25 complete games. Unbelievable. Opponents are batting 330 against him. His fastball is not so fast, 86 miles an hour. His best pitch is actually his sinker. His fastball barely registers as a real pitch. His rating is an 86 overall, which is pretty solid. And if you saw yesterday's league leaders, you saw that Randy Jones is the 5th highest paid player in all of baseball. Okay, there's the defensive alignment for the Orioles. The left fielder and the right fielder we mentioned yesterday in the last game we played. Not great defensively, but both Luzinski and Singleton both threw out runners on the base pass. So what do we know? Here's Sweet Lou leading off versus Randy Jones. Lou's hitting 346 versus lefties this year. He's just crushing it. There we go. Base hit to lead off the game. Runner on first for Lou. He's got his average almost to 270 now. Rickey Henderson up. He's almost at 300 versus left-handers. We're going to let him swing away. And he swings right through it and misses for strike 3. One down. Here's Mickey Hatcher. We're going to hit and run with Hatcher. That's something he does well. He hits a weak grounder to first. That'll get Whitaker to second base. So Hatcher moves the runner over for Parrish. Parrish batting .312 overall, batting .345 versus lefties. I stacked the top of the lineup. These first 5 batters all hit lefties well. And then it gets spotty after that. There we go. Parrish doubled down the right field line. Oh, it's a single. As Singleton gets it back in quickly. And the Tigers take the lead 1-0. So Parrish on first for Glenn Wilson. He's batting .429 versus left-handers. And popping it up in between shortstop and third. Looks like the shortstop Yount makes the play. And we go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Detroit. Here is the lineup rundown for the Baltimore Orioles. Batting leadoff in center field is Omar Moreno. Batting second and DHing is Alan Bannister. Batting third at shortstop is Robin Yount. Batting cleanup at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting fifth in left field is Greg Luzinski. Batting sixth at third base is John Castino. Batting seventh in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting eighth and catching today is Ray Smith. And finally batting ninth, playing second base is Wayne Krenchicki. Here's Rosie. Oh, Rosie. I think he got a win in his last start. Yeah, he did. He broke a 2-game losing streak. Got the win, giving up 0 earned runs. He gave up a run. In 7 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, no walks. He has not walked a batter in 3 starts. And you may have remember again, if you watched yesterday's league leader summary, he's the second best pitcher in all of baseball with walks per 9 innings. So 7 innings pitched this year. He's got 29 strikeouts, doesn't strike out very many, doesn't walk many. Opponents are batting .210 against him. And he does have a complete game. It was an 8-inning complete game in a loss. Okay, Tigers defensive alignment. We got Mayberry at first. Not great defensively, but he has not committed an error. Also of note, Glenn Wilson has not committed an error in right field. Rickey Henderson has been terrible in left field with a .911 fielding percentage, but he does have 2 outfield assists in left. So here's Omar Moreno leading off, leading the American League with 33 stolen bases. Shoots it to center, and Dawson makes the play. 1 down. Alan Bannister up next. Bannister hits a ground ball to second. I'm sorry, that was just short, and Trammell makes the play. And then Yount rips it down the left field line for a base hit. Good job by Rickey getting it back in quickly. Yount's got some speed, and Parrish has been giving up a lot of stolen bases lately. Let's see if Yount's going. 2-2 pitch, and Rosie strikes him out for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 2nd. Here's Andre Dawson leading off. I keep thinking at some point Dawson is going to take off, but he's batting .178 versus left-handers. Well, he gets a hold of one here. It's not going to be deep enough as it falls short of the warning track, 371 feet. Next up is John Mayberry. Mayberry only slightly better than Greg Brock versus left-handers. That's why he's getting the start. And he goes down swinging. 2 Ks for Jones. Neither one of these starters particularly apt at striking out batters, with Jones having the edge 2-1 right now as Trammell pops out to third. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. 1-0 Detroit. Here is the Bull, Greg Luzinski. I also wanted to point out, if you saw the title card, it had a photo of Earl Weaver, and then in yesterday's game, I had a pin that said, good luck, Earl Weaver. In 1982, this was Earl Weaver's last season as manager For the Orioles, he retired. They brought in Joe Altobelli in his first year in 1983, won the World Series. And then the Orioles fell off the next 2 years. They fire Altobelli, and then they bring back Earl Weaver. Earl Weaver managed in 85 and 86. So that's why I had the Earl Weaver pin in the previous game and then Earl Weaver's photo this time around. As Luzinski gets a hold of it, shoots it down the right field line to the wall. That's a double for Luzinski. That is his 13th double of the season. Luzinski batting almost .340. That's a good pickup for the Orioles. Next up is John Castino hitting a ground ball to first. So we have Ken Singleton up. I am going to pull the corners in. If it's a ground ball to them, they'll go home or hold Luzinski. Otherwise, we'll give up that run. Singleton batting .319, and he ropes it into right for a base hit. That'll tie the game. RBI single for Singleton, and it's 1-1. Ray Smith up next, strikes out looking. Second K for Rozema. That'll leave it up to Krenchicki to get something going. Slams it right in front of the dirt, and an error by Parrish. His third error in the last 2 games. What are we going to do about Parrish? He's so terrible defensively. I guess we could put him at DH, but who would play catcher? Omar Moreno up next. Ground ball to short, and Trammell will make the play and will end the inning. So we go to the top of the third. It's all tied at 1. Kirk Gibson up, leading off the top of the third. Gibby hits lefties all right as he strikes out looking. 3 Ks for Jones. Back-to-back lefties now with Sweet Lou up. Lou had a hit. Now he's got a walk. Okay, so last time we let Rickey swing away, and he struck out swinging. Let's see if he's got something better. This time, no, he takes a strike 3 looking. Unbelievable. Henderson is total trash for us. Hatcher, can't keep Hatcher down. Oh, he hits a line drive that is going to be caught by the bull in left field. Like I said yesterday's game, for whatever reason, their left fielder and right fielder are terrible rated defensively, but they seem to be playing the defense like gold glove out there. So Alan Bannister leading it off. Oh, come on. An error by Trammell. Bannister's safe. And you have to believe he's going to be going. 1-2 count. A ground ball to short. That should be a tailor-made double play. Nope. They only get the lead runner, Bannister, at second. Yount beats it out. It's going to bring up Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray batting .360 with 11 home runs. Look at this 4 and 5 in the lineup combination. And a base hit to center. First and third for Greg Luzinski. We need a double play here. We will play back for a double play. Luzinski ropes it into left for a hit. Orioles take the lead. 2-1. There is absolutely nothing we can do against this team. We're going to pull the infield in. Now we cannot afford to give up another run. And a balk. Unbelievable. 3-1. Runner on second. Ground ball to third. There's a double play we needed. Convenient balks. And Singleton's going to fly out to right into foul ground in that little coffin corner over there. Okay, we go to the fourth. Orioles take the lead 3-1. Tigers can't do one damn thing right now. Weak ground ball by Parrish. 1 out. Another ground ball to Yount. Back-to-back grounders. And Dawson pops it up. Unbelievable. All right, we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Ray Smith crushes it to center. Oh, all the way to the fence, 403 feet. Dawson tracks it down. There's one out. And then Krenchicki sends it into the gap all the way to the wall. That should have been 3. Krenchicki holds with his 7th double on the season. Oh, man, at what point do we just pull Rosie out of this? Oh, there's another run scored, 4-1. Moreno steals second. League leading 34th. And a line drive to third off Bannister's bat. Catcher makes the play. And then a blooper into left center field by Yount. Tracked down by Henderson. And it's 4-1 as we head to the top of the 5th. John Mayberry leading off the top of the 5th inning with a base hit. So we finally have a runner on. The slowest runner on the team. So we're going to hit and run, try to stay on the double play. There's a base hit into center. Mayberry has to hold. Even though he's running on the play, he still can't get to third. All right, well, now we just got to let Gibby swing away. Well, he gets a piece of it. That's not going to be good enough to advance Mayberry. No. And now Sweet Lou, 3 for 7 in his career against Randy Jones. Gets a base hit. Oh, no, it's taken away from him by Krenchicki. Thankfully, somehow, not turned into a double play. And it's going to leave it up to Henderson. Yeah, hot garbage. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1 Orioles. Eddie Murray. Base hit to left. 8th hit given up by Rosie. You combine the balk, the error, and this game was never going to work out the way you wanted it to. Castino popping it up. After the outfield grass behind second base. Play somehow was made by Trammell. And then a grounder back to Rosie. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. There's nobody who deserves anything. Maybe Parrish because he has the lone RBI. When was the last time we even hit a home run? I can't even remember. We lead the league in home runs with 62, and I can't even remember the last time as Parrish wears one right in the hip. Glenn Wilson. Wild pitch by Jones, moving Parrish to second. And a wild pitch. It's so stupid. How many times in Randy Jones's career did he ever throw back-to-back wild pitches? None. It's just a way to manufacture a runner to third base. And Wilson strikes out. And Dawson pops it up. And that'll do it for the Tigers half of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to let Rosie try to get Ray Smith here. Ground ball to third. One out. Krenchicki's up. Pull the outfield in. He gets a hold of it after yanking the outfield, but Dawson will track it down. 2 down. Here's Omar Moreno. Moreno strikes out on that sidearm curve. 3 Ks for Rosie. We go to the 7th. Let Mayberry swing away. Almost had his second hit of the day. Our batters are so horrible now. This is our 5th hit with Trammell getting a double. Only Trammell's 7th double of the season. 7 doubles, 2 triples, 5 home runs. Gibby up next. There's a base hit through the right side. Yeah, of course. Of course, Trammell wouldn't score from second. Again, one of the worst defensive players in the outfield in the American League. And somehow not running. And then a double play. Oh, no, ground ball scores a run. We are one swing of the bat away from tying it up. That's not the one, though. So the Orioles give us a run. It's 4-2. We go to the bottom of the 7th. We're going to go ahead and remove Dave Rozema. One of his poorer performances. The victim of a couple errors. We're going to bring in Tommy Hume. Already thrown 30 innings. We just finished up May. So probably using him a little bit much, but the most we can hope for is he gets injured. And we can bring somebody else up. That's a base hit from Yount. Yount having a good game. 2 for 4. Eddie Murray. Sharp ground ball to Mayberry, but Mayberry makes the play. In fact, he turns 2. Look at that, the big guy. That might be the highlight of the game for us. We go to the top of the 8th. Randy Jones at 111 pitches with only 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Now officially listed as tired as Mickey Hatcher gets us within a run. Smokes it to right center field. His 9th home run of the year. Team leading 9th home run. I'm sure that no one placed money on Hatcher having our best batting average and highest home run total. Lance Parrish up next, and he's got himself another base hit. So back-to-back base runners, well, a home run and a single. Tigers now have 8 hits, and Glenn Wilson, who does not have a hit today, he is due. Ground ball to third. That'll get Parrish to second. Now, we all agree that Dawson is horrible, but he has been pretty damn clutch. Let's see what he does here with the game on the line. There we go! A 2-run shot to right center field. What's Earl Weaver doing, leaving Jones in there when he's struggling? Second Tigers home run this inning. And that is his 6th on the season? It is. And his batting average finally back over the Mendoza line. Tigers have a lead. Still only 1 out for John Mayberry. Mayberry, base hit into center field. 2 hits now from Mayberry. Trammell's got a couple base knocks. And there's another one. Oh, they brought in Quiz. I didn't even notice that until I saw that sidearm. No, we're not going to do that. Base hit by Trammell. Now, let's take a look at Quisenberry real quick. 2-3, 3.68 ERA. Opponents are batting 304. He's got 5 saves. Not the closer on this team, though, I don't believe. It's Bruce Suter. And I think we crushed him last time. Yeah, he gave up 2 runs, but they were unearned. So maybe it was an error. And then he got a couple outs in a previous appearance. So, okay. So still only 1 out. First and second. And now we got Gibby, a lefty, up against Quiz, a righty. Oh, there's the double play. That should have been ball 4. Oh, they could not turn 2. Gibson running hard down the line. Prevents the double play. It's first and third. 2 outs now for Whitaker. Whitaker does not hit righties nearly as well as he hits lefties. Look at the slugging percentage. Lower than his OBP. 1 for 1 with a walk, though, against Quisenberry. And he hits a weak grounder to third, and that'll do it. Tigers take the lead. And let's see. I guess we're going to bring in Roger Weaver. We're going to go with my theory that you should never bring the relief pitcher out for the second inning. We're going to bring in this righty, Roger Weaver. He's had some struggles lately. He's 0-4. Only one blown save, 6 saves overall. Take a look at his log. His last outing was just pathetic against the Yankees. But, I mean, his ERA is 2.70 in his last 20 appearances. So it's not like he's been horrible, but he's 0-3 with 5 saves. And what we'll probably do is we'll have Weaver pitch this inning, and assuming we still have the lead, we'll bring in Rucker to close it out against the left-handers coming up. Okay, so base is loaded. We're going to bring in Greg Brock defensively. That's the right thing to do. There we go. So better defensively at first. And plus, Brock doesn't hit lefties well, but he does hit righties. So, okay, Greg Luzinski against Roger Weaver. And Luzinski wins it with a base hit to left. He wins that battle anyway. Okay, corners in, Castino bunts. 89 bunt. Pretty solid. Oh, line drive right at Brock. Step on the bag, Brock. Oh, come on. You cannot tell me that Luzinski wasn't moving on that play. All right. 1 down. Runner on first. Here's Ken Singleton, batting lefty. Striking him out. Good job by Weaver. We are going to guard the lines now with 2 down against Ray Smith. I don't think Luzinski would score on a double, but we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. It's a base hit to right. So he's definitely not going to score on that. And now we've got the lefties. Now Weaver does pitch pretty well versus left-handers. 227 is all they're batting. This is the ball game here. We need a victory. Shoot. All right. We're going to let him pitch to Krenchicki. 2 down. Runners at first and third. This could be it here. 1-2 count. And he strikes him out. Oh! The cojones on Weaver. Nicely done. You go to the top of the 9th. We've got Rickey, Hatcher, and No Pants Lance due up. Rickey, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts today, flies out to left. He is just impossible to play. Hatcher, there's another base hit for Hatcher. He's 2 for 5 on the day. Runner on first for Parrish. Big wheel hits a weak grounder to second, and that's a no doubt double play. Okay, so I think we have to go to Rucker to get Moreno, and then he does pitch well versus righties. He actually does better versus righties than he does lefties. So we're gonna test our theory here. Rucker has been struggling. I've been looking for closers. There are a couple of closers that I really like. I just don't want to pay for them. Omar Moreno leading off. Rucker strikes him out. Nicely done. 1 down. Next up is Alan Bannister. 0 for 4 on the day. Never faced Rucker. Jams him inside. Ground ball to Whitaker. Whitaker tosses him out. Now this is perfect. Rucker gets righties out, and Yount, for some reason, cannot hit righties. 156 batting average. So 2 down here in the 9th. And a ground ball to short. Tigers win. Wow. That looked like a for sure loss. As the Tigers come back against Randy Jones. Oh, no. Look at that. Glenn Wilson will miss almost a full year with a severed elbow ligament. He must have been taking care of those robots from the robot race and got injured. Glenn Wilson, that's too bad to see his rookie year come to an end. We're going to have to make some decisions. And I'll show you what I did. No trade offers. So let's look at the standings, and then I'll show you the trade that I made. We have a half-game lead. We jump back into first. Kansas City still moving strong there in the West. Okay, transactions. So I traded Jeffrey Leonard, a right fielder who we really could have used with Glenn Wilson getting injured. But I sent him to Atlanta, where he will be playing. He's already in their starting lineup. And we got back Eddie Miller. Now, Miller is younger. He's under control longer. And he's great defensively. Not much of a hitter. But we were going to lose Leonard anyway. So that's why I got rid of him. He's only 24 years old, so he's younger than Leonard, who was 27. And he might be getting a call-up right away. We'll have to see how that plays out. Francisco Barrios, actually dead in 1982, but here he's just injured. He just hurts his wrist. So he was 6-3 with the Yankees. He'll be back in a month. Then Glenn Wilson, of course, and then Marty Patton of Kansas City retires. Long career with the Royals, and also was once part of the Seattle Pilots, a starter for that team. The 1 year they were in existence, so kind of cool. Okay, let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching. We lose Glenn Wilson, so that hurt. We'll figure out a way to make that work for us, though. We got plenty of outfielders. That's really not the problem. We just don't have any outfielders that are hitting right now. Dawson is going to get the player of the game. He did only have one hit, but his home run was the go-ahead home run, and that has to account for something. That's only his second player of the game this year. That was his sixth. Hatcher hit his ninth. A double by Trammell. Tom Hume gets the win. He's 1-0 in the year. Good job by the bullpen. Dave Rucker has got his team-leading 7th save. Randy Jones takes the loss, throwing 126 pitches. Quisenberry poured gasoline on the fire. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with the third and final game of the series. Until then, everyone, have a great day.